so happy you found your way to my video. In this video, I'll be showing how I find moments with nature and inner peace in a city as loud and busy as New York. I hope this may be applicable to you, no matter where you may be, so stay with me and I'll show you what I mean. It's an ordinary morning and here's Abby, my corgi, stretching it out after a good night's sleep. And here's Emma, my dear kitty, who's very hungry, so I will feed her first, and Abby of course as well, and then I will brew some coffee. I invite you to our morning routine. It'll be slow and simple, and then I'll be back to narrate as we head out to walk through the park with Abby. I'll see you then. And now, Abby and I head out for a walk. Today, I'd like to share with you the beauty of Central Park. It's a large treasure trove for any explorer, and a vibrant place where I can find a quiet moment, something that seems to go missing in these busy surroundings. In our modern day, more than half of the world population is urban. By 2050, 2/3 of the population, about 7 billion, will live in urban areas. Our cities are increasingly dense. Even though the pandemic prompted a move away from cities, it did not mean a move out of urban areas. Now, many people are returning to the cities. Whether or not that's temporary will only become evident with time. But what we know for sure is that our need for nature remains. Manhattan is big, loud, dense, and so I, as a nature lover, look for my little wilderness in the city, my Mother Nature of Manhattan. To find her here in Central Park, I stray away from the crowds and take the time to observe. And that's what I want to bring your attention to. We can, as urban creatures, still bring ourselves closer to nature. As a homeschooled suburban child, I spent most of my days in parks, walking through the forest and sitting by the river. I'd sit there with a notebook, scribbling a poem, reading Hatchet and Anne of Green Gables, imagining myself in their shoes, inspired by their love for nature. But still, as I grew, I also yearned for the city, the bustle, the opportunity to meet so many different people. I don't believe that the nature lover side of me is in conflict with the city dweller. I don't believe that one can only live if I lose touch with the other. I do believe that they can coexist. And now that I find myself in New York, in the very heart of city life, I seek her, Mother Nature. And I believe that taking the time to notice the nature that lives everywhere has been and continues to be invaluable to creating a quiet life here. Many things in life are a matter of perspective. Look here. These skyscrapers are famous for being some of the tallest in the world, with some of the world's most expensive apartments. But look at them here. From this perspective, the trees are taller, the trees are bigger. And what matters is where we place our value and how we look at things. That's an individual choice. And so I place it here, on the grass and on the branches, the flowers and the budding leaves, the things that, more often than not, are small and easy to overlook. Of course, I'm nowhere near where I hope to be. I don't read and understand the natural world as my ancestors did. And a park won't really help me do that. But that's not the goal. The goal is to immerse myself in the form of nature that's within reach, and to, more than anything, seek solace and comfort it so readily provides.
Thank you so much for watching. Whether you are one or many, I'm so happy to have you here. If you have any experiences of how you find nature in urban settings, I'd be really happy to know, so please leave your comments, and otherwise I'll see you in the future. Bye bye.